Hello, I hope you're doing well. So, ginawa ko 'tong video guide na 'to para sa mga kaibigan ko sa BPO or call center, especially yung mga may issues sa work nila na they think is not going well anymore. Anyway, so I'm not talking from uh, perspective ng lawyer, but this is what I have learned when I was team leader or a manager in a call center. Okay. This is still useful though para sa mga wala sa call center because we are gonna talk about principles ng labor rights natin as employees. Okay. So title goes as why, how, and what. File a DOLE or NLRC case. Okay. So ito yung contents natin. We have three parts sa video na ito. One is duties and responsibilities is equals rights and privileges. So dito, we will try to answer why sa part 2, Dole's single entry approach. Here, we're gonna try to answer yung question how. And sa part 3, strategies and expectations. Dito natin i-deal yung what or kung ano yung mga mangyayari. And general na expectations about going on sa or going about sa DOLE and LRC case natin. Okay? Okay. Sa part na to, part 1, rights and privileges, try muna nating intindihin yung sitwasyon natin as employees. Okay? So, I brought 6 things for us to talk about. So, part 1, claiming is not equals to begging. So claiming means it is something that is owed to you. Okay? Something na pinagtrabahuhan mo. Something na you're really just to get. Okay? Begging means is for something that you didn't deserve. You're asking for a resource or for a gift from someone na hindi siya ginagawa out of obligation. Okay? So from that, we are to understand kung ano yung kalagayan natin. We are just trying to get what is ours. Okay? We're not trying to take what is not ours or what we don't deserve kasi it's something that we work for. It's part ng in-expect natin because we gave them our labor. Okay? Okay. About sa HIA or you can dig on this culture of shame. So some may worry about being seen as ungrateful, but work was never about charity. We have interest to pursue. Meron tayong mga gustong makuha out of this relationship. Employers want your labor and employees wants their salary and benefits. Salary and benefits. When I was working as a team leader, I understand both the perspective of managers and employees. And there's really no reason para maging maya for what is yours because from the manager's perspective, yes, even mine before, it's a transaction. We both want something out of our relationship. Pero if may na-violate na rights mo, then this is something na kailangan mong tignan or to reflect upon. Now, number three, silent theft. Meron tayong mga tinatawag na broad daylight na mga pagnanakaw or mga kinukuha sa'yo na na pag-aari mo. Now, I want to address yung thinking ng mga tao about our rights and privileges as workers kasi meron silang sinasabi na ganun talaga. I think sa well, in my opinion, it is a manipulative statement or even belief. Okay. Managers are people who make rules. Even yung mga nasa handbook natin, even HR rules, they are made by people and they are called managers. No corporate rules are above the law. Okay? This is something na hindi pwedeng itikit sa'yo kasi as citizen of the Republic of the Philippines, it's really something that is yours. I mean, it's already hard to live in this economy and in this country, to be honestly. Isipin mo, yung kita mo tina-tax, binibili mo tax, tax upon tax and nanapak tax. So definitely there's something that is yours out of these things. And because of that, you actually have both the right and privileges to be protected under the law. And under that law, you have rights as an employee. Undeniable na rights. This is something na naparamdam ko sa mga agents ko noon na hindi pwedeng alisin sa kanila. Not even by my position. Okay? So, item number 4, labor case is not the same as criminal case. So, some people think that this is gonna be too formal or mahirap or may makukulong even for some reason or na kailangan mo ng lawyer. That's not really the case though. This is a labor case. There is something na may expect ka and it's not a court that you will go into. You will start at a quasi-judicial body. Quasi-judicial means it's not completely a court. It's part ng executive branch or ng executive arm ng government na nagbaborrow ng power sa courts. So this is way easier, way simpler. Later discuss natin sa what part. And a smoother and even faster process actually. It doesn't really take that much from you. Okay, sa number 5, utang na loob, paid. So, i-discuss ko ulit yung kanina na this is a transaction. Okay. Of course, it will be in favor sa management if always tumatanaw ka ng quote-unquote utang na loob. Pero this has been paid already at this point. You are an asset. They won't even keep you long in the company if they're not getting something from you. They most likely already got the return of investment. If not, most likely they pretty much are not that good in managing anyways. So you work for 5 or even 6 days a week, give them almost all of your time, attention, nagpapakapuyat ka even para sa kanila. Do you think na hindi mo pa rin sila nababayaran until now? I think in modern world or modern times, we are we are taught na we should punish ourselves to do better. But no, that's gonna hurt you unnecessarily. You already gave them so much. And this is a transaction again. So from a manager's perspective, it's yes about numbers, even from mine before. So it's already paid. Don't worry about that part. Number six, a non-retaliation policy. So some may worry about getting retaliation or getting bad treatment from work, or even malagay sa mga gawain na hindi nila gusto, or basically maging harsh yung work environment nila, or even for some reasons mas hanapan sila ng unnecessarily na mali o punahin sila ng punahin. No, that's actually gonna just make your case stronger because meron non-retaliation policy. The moment na nagsampa ka na ng case or kaso, everything is covered by your labor rights more intensely. Kailangan nating maintindihan na merong mechanism to protect us. If nagsampa ka and then ginantian ka or you were treated in a bad way, some part of it will discuss how you actually have a much better case against your employer. Okay, next. So something I have learned is under the Philippine law, filing a complaint gives you more protection, not less. Silence is actually more dangerous. Okay. It will be much more difficult if you will not act on your rights. For you, and under sa diniscuss natin sa silent theft, you are possibly, if you neglect your rights, it might be tough for sa other employees kasi isipin nila na, ganun talaga. Until all of you are just basically not asserting your rights. You're not even fighting against them, to be honestly. It's like this, sa conflict, it's like that the blood was spilled was not the blood that spilled, sorry, the blood that was spilled is yours. You're actually just getting what is yours, defending your rights. You're not the one trying to undermine yung rights ng company mo, which I find weird kasi they are most likely pretty wealthy or rich. Okay. Okay. So dito na tayo sa how. Doles Sena or single entry approach. This is an online form na ma-access natin sa Doles website. it changes its form from time to time. But here are the things that you are to expect na nandun. You need to fill out yung details mo, basic details mo na kailangan, and details ng company. More most likely ang i-a-ask nila sa i-fill out is yung sa boss mo. Some na details na you can get from online sa company mo, or basically yung sa manager mo, you will add their details. Address ng company mo, contact number, and some essentials. Sa form, you will have to pick yung mga items na 'to or others, and then ilalagay mo kung ano yung, na-violate na rights. Don't worry about, um, picking wrong items here that much kasi this is subject to legal interpretation. That you will talk about later. I'll get to that later. Pero pick everything na na-violate, pero I will already discuss yung mga essentials para hindi ka rin ma-confuse sa kung ano yung gagawin. So, sa pero before I forget, yung sa part ng prayer, kung ano yung mga wishes mo, i-tick mo kung ano yung mga na-expect mong makuha mo sa kanila. And meron din dun supposedly na others na ina-expect mo. Now, we have three categories sa DOLE SENA. Okay? Labor standards, labor relations or rights and security, workplace safety and harassment. Labor standards includes wage related, yung minimum wage, COLA, night shift differential, overtime, holiday, premium pay. Leaves and benefits, SIL or service incentives leaves, 13-month pay, maternity or paternity leave, solo parent leave, spousal leave, special leave for women. Final pay, last salary, separation pay, retirement benefits. Deductions, illegal deduction from wages. So, kasama rin dito yung mga hilig nilang i-push na sumali ka sa mga initiative na ganyan-ganyan. Tapos you are forced na to sign off your wages or to participate sa mga initiate nila na volunteer na for some reason nagtrabaho ka para sa sahod pero gusto nilang gumawa ka ng something na contribution para sa ginagawa ng company for their image. It's a headache. Anyway, so labor relations, illegal dismissal, termination without due process. This I'd like to discuss. When I was a team leader, meron kaming portal na ina-upload namin yung mga logs namin ng coaching at saka items before kami mag-sanction sa employee. Even before yung written warning, final written warning, and termination or whatever it is. This includes zero tolerance policy, yes. Dapat din may due process. So I can't really say that it's entirely zero tolerance unless it is done in extremely bad faith ng employee, which yes, I also think na kailangan nating tingnan. So, when I am about to upload anything na magsa-sanction sa employee, including yung written warning, which has certain periods before siya mag-wash out sa record ng employee, pinapa-upload muna kami sa'min, sa work namin. Pinapa-upload muna ako ng isang coaching log. Coaching log na diniscuss ko ng maigi kung ano yung nangyari or something na problema namin ng employee. Dini-discuss ko dun kung ano yung sa tingin natin na hindi maganda nangyari na nagba-violate sa handbook or even sa process ng work. Nilalagay dun kung ano yung pinaniniwalaan ng employee na tama at kung ano rin yung tama na process, kung ano yung nangyari, and kung ano yung action plan moving onwards. Okay. Marami ibang format or whatever in this, pero those things hindi pwedeng mawawala sa amin nun eh. After that, if nangyari ulit yung same na offense, we will have another coaching. Sa amin to again, this is from our work. Pero I'm just letting you know kung ano yung isa sa safe na due process, legally speaking. This would help also team leaders act properly nang hindi sila nagbabiolate ng labor rights. So sa second coaching namin, pinag-uusapan namin ulit kung ano yung nangyari. And naka-detail doon kung ano yung agreement namin na gagawin namin last time. Dito na madi-detail if sinunod ni employee yung agreement namin or not. Okay? This is where we call accountability. Hindi sa unang part. Dito namin kino-call out yung accountability. And then, pinag-uusapan namin ulit kung ano ang dapat gawin at kung ano ni-expect pag hindi talaga siya nagawa. This is much more disciplinary than the first. Same contents na una, it will still be here. It's just more direct and on point. Well, both of them are actually direct and on point. Hindi ka naman bibigyan talaga ng generalized na coaching. Pero, you get what I mean. So, sa part na ito, meron na ba agad written warning or sanction? On my end, none. None yet. Unless, of course, sobrang talagang in bad faith siya and you can establish it clearly because this is still subject sa merong HR pa rin na nagmo-monitor if tama or mali ginagawa namin as team leaders. So, what will happen is nakadetalye yung gagawin and everything. And I didn't sanction the employee. Theoretically speaking. Now, if this happens again, magkakaroon ng coaching logs. If needed, I will press on the sanction. Pero here's what you could expect. I-upload ko yung naunang dalawang coaching log sa portal and sa portal namin required i-upload yung dalawang naunang coaching log. Ididetalye ko yung pangatlong coaching log and then we press on sa sanction na ba agad? No. Merong portal din na binibigyan ng right si employee to discuss his side. Pwede niya ring i-tick doon if ayaw niya sumagot. Gusto niyang i-accept. So, iba-iba siya ng format. Pero ang important part nito, hindi mawawala that the employee will explain his side or discuss it if needed be. Actually, discusses talaga. Pero, depende yon. Ang kailangan ma-heard sa employee. And then, sa HR process, tinitignan nila which is right, nagawa ba ng TL yung due process niya? Kasi kung hindi, walang magpo-proceed na sanction, yes, even if written warning, even if dismissal yan, and then nasunod ang due process. Okay? If need talaga sanction, it will go through and magmamarka talaga yan sa record ng employee. It should. Now, sa isa pa sa labor relations, merong rights and security. Constructive dismissal. Do you remember kanina na pinag-usapan natin na you have more protection if sakaling magsasamba ka ng kaso under non-retaliation policy? Okay, this is where we call on that. If nagsampa ka ng kaso, actually even if hindi ka magsampa ng kaso kasama 'to, pero dun muna tayo sa example na if nagsampa ka ng kaso, then marami silang ginawang hindi tama sa'yo or actually kahit isa lang, we take that into account, record it, and then it will make your case much more stronger. Kasi constructive dismissal means hindi ka tinanggal, pero you're treated like in a harsh way that you are forced to resign because of your conditions. This could include yung sasabihin ng boss mo na, "Oh, I think mas mabuting mag-resign ka na lang kaysa naman ma-terminate ka dahil sa ginawa mong mali." Yes. Because sometimes some employers are not able to follow the due process. So minsan, it becomes a mind game. Bakit hindi ka na lang mag-resign? More especially ito pagka like meron kang makukuha dapat na benefit and then na pwedeng ma-waive 'pag nag-resign ka. This could be a tactic. Constructive dismissal is you're treated wrong. Pwede naman nilagay ka sa for some weird reason nilagay ka sa sobrang layong pagtatrabahuhan. This is broad. Point is your conditions is not good. Or even if binawasan yung sahod mo unjustly or dinemote ka unjustly. Yes, even yung promotion or demotion meron siyang due process and may term siya. Okay? Some other parts ng labor relations are regularization or contractualization or failure to regularize after 6 months. After 6 months, you're just regularized. Okay? If your manager or team leader failed to act on it on your employee or probation within 6 months, you are regularized by your 6 months. Non-issuance of COE or certificate of employment, I think meron tong certain days na kailangan nilang i-issue yung COE mo. CBA violations, breach of collective bargaining agreement, workplace safety and harassment. This is serious. Meron tayong occupational safety and health standards. So ang isang employer or isang work are to have safety measures. Okay? Safety measures to guarantee your safety. Actually, sine-check to ng government if nakaka-comply nila. Maltreatment or harassment and sexual harassment. Okay? Take note though yung sexual harassment could actually already be criminal depending on the case. So this I won't discuss kasi it's too legal for me. Okay. So again, labor standards. Andyan yung mga mostly monetary items, labor relations, workplace safety, and harassment.